Lee takes the bus a lot, to and from school. So when a bus service strike was proposed, he quickly jumped into action.
My plan was essentially to hire a charter bus company in order to shuttle students up the hill and back down safely.
It would have picked up students at Production Way University Station and driven them up the hill. And it came at a cost, $1,300 a day. Lee booked 3 days' worth, knowing the strike might not happen.
It is definitely an expensive risk.
He struck a deal with the company that if there were no strike, the second 2 days would be refunded, but not the first, leaving him with a hefty bill.
When looking at how much stress it was placing on a lot of my fellow students and friends, it was a risk that I was willing to take.
This afternoon, the bus company gave him a full refund. It's just one of the examples of how people were forced to adapt to a full-service stoppage. And while a last-minute deal between the union and the employer meant bus service would return, it didn't erase a week's worth of worrying.
I was super stressed, and knowing that it's back today literally probably saved my life. We depend on it. We need it to get to places.
Raising the question around whether public transportation needs to become an essential service, meaning a full-on strike would be out of the question. The province says there's no plan for that.
So I think the free collective bargaining works, but there are strict rules established by the Supreme Court of Canada when it comes to essential service.
Essential service designations are based on risk to safety, health, and welfare.
We haven't had a lot of consideration of what welfare means.
Labor expert Tom Knight says what qualifies as welfare needs to be clarified.
In a society such as ours, where everything is so interlocked, and we're becoming increasingly reliant on public transit.
Knight says it's unlikely we'll see any action on this front, considering the ruling NDP's history with labor unions, adding their inaction during the transit strike could be seen as a positive.
And the government made clear, no, we're going to let the bargaining process work, give it a chance to work. And that's one way of interpreting what we've just been through, is that the process works.
Although Knight agrees, this won't be the last we hear about the argument.
It's something that has to be debated.
Joel Ballard, CBC News, Burnaby.